once I've got her settled with a telly on, I don't feel so bad leaving her.
Just give us a bell when you get there.
You've been a star through all this, Ashley. Don't think I don't appreciate it.
I don't think he does. She would have called me mummy yesterday.
You've got all day to tire him out. I'll see you in a bit.
See ya. Well, looks like it's another trip to the duck pond for me and you, pal.
How's he doing?
All right, well, you just missed Claire. You should shout her back.
No, I saw her, look. I just didn't want her to think I was sticking my oar in where it weren't wanted.
Ali, she won't think that, I've told you. All that stuff with Ailey's done with now. She's apologised, it's all been straightened out.
Did you tell her that I took him out yesterday?
Not had a chance, really. She's always at her mum's, I forgot. Do you fancy a brew?
Only if I make it.
Morning. How am I doing? Better for seeing you, thanks.
Why would I want to talk to you?
Just 'cause I thought you were a bloke.
Well, it'd be less embarrassing for you than being flattened by a woman, wouldn't it? So what happened to the market?
Oh, well, I've got a vast army of trained staff that I can call on 24 hours a day.
Why do I not believe you?
'Cause I'm lying. So when are we going on this date, then?
Is that all you've come round here for?
Oh, that's my current raison d'etre, darling.
Please.
Well, that and a bit of business I've got to sort out later on, I must admit.
Well, I might be in the pub at dinner time, if you're lucky.
What do you think of my French?
Going anywhere special?
Just out.
I think you can run to a bit more detail than that, seeing as I'm your mother.
Right. I'm meeting Craig in Roy's, and then we're going somewhere else, but don't ask me where, because I don't know.
Well, you've been needing some money.
The only thing I need, Mum, is to get out of this house.
David, there's absolutely no need for that. Taking it out on me is not going to get us anywhere, is it?
Well, what do you want? Another heart-to-heart conversation?
If it means talking instead of shouting, yes, I'm all for it.
Yeah, well, I can talk to Craig. At least he gets it.
So what time are you doing then?
Well, I said I'd start at 12, but I might as well be working as waiting for Sleeping Beauty to drag himself out of his pit, eh?
Jamie? Are we going to have to come up there with a bucket of water? I've done it with Danny, I'll do it with him.
I'll leave him where he is. I'll be home before the pub shuts, honest. I'll kill that Sean.
He told you it was Sean's fault for keeping him out, if you believe that.
To be honest, when he did finally get in, I could barely understand what language he was speaking, let alone what he was saying.
Is there any coffee on, Frank?
Well, it's your house, you should know where it is.
That's nice. I just went out for a few beers.
Just a few.
Don't know why you bothered coming home.
Well, 'cause it's my house. And so far, I've never been under orders about what time I'm supposed to come home. I'm gonna have a shower.
You need one.
Ignore him. He's shocking when he's got an hangover.
Jay, come over to the pub later when you're right. I'll fix you my foolproof hangover cure. Raw egg and sherry with a drop of Angosturas.
I feel rough.
You will after that. See you, love.
Time is it?
Time you told folk what you're playing at, instead of keep disappearing and not saying where you're going.
Well, I hope you can get something out of him, Blanche, 'cause I can't.
Would you really be interested if all I had to say was I've been to solicitors, huh? Sorting out even more documents? How exciting is that?
What's it to do with now?
What's it always to do with? Me, Danny, my dad. Happy families, if you hadn't noticed.
Look, I wish you wouldn't get involved in all that without Ken being here.
Whatever it is, I hope it's put you in a better mood.
Oh, it has. Or it will do soon, anyway. And plus, I don't need Grandad. I can make decisions for myself.
Have you had anything to eat?
Not yet.
And he expects us to believe he can look after himself. Sit down before I get annoyed.
You never know. I might be coming into some money.
Haven't you got enough?
How's that possible? I'm not talking knickers and sewing machines now. I'm talking proper money.
So, go on then, talk.
All will be revealed. I thought you liked surprises.
Well, that's me changing my plans by the look of it. I was just coming to see you.
I was just going to see David at the cafe.
Oh.
We've had another falling out, and I don't want it hanging over us all day. I'm sick to death of it, Mum.
Well, you've missed him anyway. I've just seen him and Craig kicking a ball at Coronation Street. Happy as Larry, the pair of them.
You might as well come in, then.
I take it school went all right, looking at him.
Well, that's probably why he looks so happy, because he's not been there all week.
Oh, no. Not this bullying business again.
So he'd have us believe?
Well, have you been to see his teachers?
There's no point, ma'am, till he says who's doing it. I mean, I don't know how many times I can go ranting and raving up to that school before they exclude me, let alone him. And of course it's all my fault.
Oh, come off it. That's ridiculous.
Not so David says.
Oh.
Now then, which one of you gorgeous girls would like to serve a man in dire need of a pint?
It must mean you. You know, with me being in the slightly desperate single mother category.
You know, it's love coming in.
Have a word with Jamie about me being a gorgeous girl, will you?
Oh, as if he needs reminding.
You all need reminding. All the time.
What's she pulling her face for again?
I should see your mood's improved anyway.
Oh, she's giving you a hard time as well, has she? I don't know how we don't just get rid and have done.
See it as a challenge.
Oh, I do. Hey, especially come that karaoke night.
Mrs. Elliot?
I beg your pardon?
It's Marcus from Stockton Dixon's. Estate agents. Mr. Elliot asked us to call round for a viewing.
What kind of viewing?
To see if we can come up with an estimate for putting it on the market. Is this not a good time?
The big question for you is... No, there are two questions, actually. Do you believe him, honestly? And if you don't, what do you intend to do about it?
Well, if it is all lies, does that mean he needs us more than if it wasn't? I mean, assuming it's lies, why do it? Unless he needs help of some sort.
Well, maybe it's not the sort of help that you can give him.
What boy wouldn't be in trouble after what he's been through?
Gail, that is a reason. It doesn't have to be an excuse.
And the other side is, if it's true, all this bullying, and I ignore it and let it go on, God knows where we're going to end up.
I don't know what to say to you. Apart from stop blaming yourself for how he is.
I'm all he's got, Mum.
Yeah. Look what he's doing to you.
It's all there. I'll know that if you want to read it.
We do. So what's it all about with you and Danny then?
Long story, mate.
And none of our business. Well, it's just, you know, if I'm going to be working with a bloke...
Yeah, you don't want any issues. So why worry about anyone else's?
A lot of people think he's God's gift. Himself, for one.
Work with anybody, mate. It's not like you're married to him, is it?
Well, I hope you don't think I was blocking this job, Adam. It's just, there's a lot needs clearing up before you take on something as big as this. You know, who owns the building, machinery, all that. I mean, where's your policy on the treatment of aged debts, eh?
Can we stick to English?
Anyway, so long as we all know where we stand, it's just a matter of getting everything signed off so you can have the readies and we can have the headaches.
If you didn't think you'd do all right, you wouldn't be here.
My brother's about to go into business with a fellow he's never met, pal. Let's not just fob that off like there's no risk involved, eh?
Look, we're all happy. Everybody's getting what they want.
Do you think I'm doing this just to put one over on Danny?
I don't care what you're doing. And it's Liam's business, so once you've signed, I don't suppose you'll care either, will you?
Lads, whoa, let's not talk ourselves out of it, eh?
Jamie's at the bar trying to ignore her, and I'm saying, listen, girls, he's with me, honest. And
Sean,
he said...
don't want to know.
Violet, the point I'm trying to get to is that Jamie was on his best behaviour in the face of a wicked temptress, and not just a face, mind. Painted slapper.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he's in a better mood with you than he has been with me.
Well, I did do some tentative probing in that department, as a manner of speaking. And basically, I think the thing is, the last time, you know, this happened, it was when he was about to move in with Leanne. And we all know how that turned out.
I'm not Leanne, though, am I?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that there's not some deep-seated psychological trauma going on, does it?
Oh, he's just being a miserable pig because he's fed up with me before I've even moved in proper.
Oh, Violet, give it time.
Right, I'll give it time if you stop dragging him around Canal Street till 3 in the morning.
Oh, bye.
What were you giving the lad a hard time for, anyway?
Oh, he's just got one of those faces you want to slap, hasn't he? Anyway, as soon as he saw the pound note signs flashing, he couldn't get rid of us fast enough.
And what was all that about treatment of age debts?
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Don't tell me he's brought you in looking for a transsexual pie seller and all.
I have just bought Adam Barlow's share of Underworld.
I?
Paul, we're celebrating, all right? Get him in.
Bought it with what, anyway?
Money and fair words, kidder. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, well, we can't have him standing on the markets freezing his backside off all his life, can we, eh?
Yeah, well, he only does that for all the women who come past. You'll shrivel up and die in there, knowing you.
I'd risk it for what we've paid. Besides, I'm slowing down in my old age.
Oh, do me a favour. How is Frankie, by the way?
She is all woman.
Who's Frankie?
Little brother's latest conquest.
Working on it.
You'll be dead before you're 40.
Hey, if you've got it.
What have you done with Josh?
Well, I've sent him over to the pub for a few pints to game of darts. Either that or he's sat in there watching a Garfield DVD with a pile of fish fingers. How's your mum?
Same. Do you need a break?
I could do with a month in Barbados, but I'm not going to get it, am I?
You could always ring Kevin and go for a pint instead.
Oh, look, you've had a rough morning.
Nah, go on. They're probably both ready for a sleep anyway.
Oh, you're a good one. I'll see you later, pal. Shan't be long.
Bet you hardly know who I am, do you, little one? What do you know that you think I don't?
If you hear from Mr. Elliot, tell him we'll get back to him Monday morning.
Right, and when do you think it might go on market?
Well, that'll be up to him once we've had a bit of a chat. And thank you for showing me round.
Oh.
Bit of a bolt from the blue, wasn't it?
But he can't just sell up without saying anything. What about us?
He can retire whenever he wants, but yeah, he could have said.
It'd be weird here without Fred. He's like part of the reason why people come in.
Well, I guess you feel like who's going to take over? Steve, this is my brother Paul. Told you I got the looks, didn't I?
Sorry, that was me.
He didn't mention the brains, did he? Paul Connor.
How you doing, mate?
You're right.
Fancy a pint?
I think we might be in around if we hang on a minute.
All right, lads. My round.
Must be a gift.
Don't forget your favourite bar staff.
You're being very generous all of a sudden, buying drink for folk we hardly know.
That saves him talking to us, doesn't it?
Well, actually, now everything's done and dusted, I might as well tell you. I've sold my 40%.
I hope you're joking, lad.
Of Underworld?
Can you see the look on Danny's face when he gets back, huh? Thought he stitched me up by leaving me on my own with it. Look who's stitched up now. Fine, just whatever everyone's having, please.
Never mind the pub jobs, what about my factory job? And you've not spoken to your granddad, or even discussed it with anybody?
Why should I? And I've only had everybody tell me to keep hold of it. This way, I get the money. And I don't have to deal with Danny from now on. Fantastic.
Right, what you making me? Starving.
You'll go upstairs and you'll get a proper wash first. And then you'll sit down like a decent human being. Where have you been?
Playing football.
Have you thought any more about what we said?
Like what?
Like naming the lads who are bullying you so we can put a stop to it.
You don't get it, do you, Mum? I get bullied for no reason, which is bad enough. What you're saying is, let's give 'em a reason. No thanks.
Have you ever thought that that might be the cowardly way out?
What is this, psychology?
You are supposed to be getting an education. The school is obliged to make sure you get one. We are going in on Monday and we're not coming out until we've got this sorted. Now go upstairs and get a wash. Now!
What's he done?
He's seen somebody waving pound notes in front of his face, and common sense has flown right out the window.
Look at you both. I think somebody died.
You've not even said how much yet, but I'll guarantee it's not enough.
Gran, don't start, please.
Don't start. Your father built that business up from nothing.
Yeah, Barrow in the East End.
He'll be spinning in his grave listening to this. You should be ashamed of yourself, lad.
One thing I learnt from my dad is there's no room for sentiment where money's concerned. Let Danny sort it. I honestly don't care.
You made it then?
Just about. Frankie, tell me about your hangover cure. I think I'll have a pint instead.
Have you heard about Adam?
Well, what's he done now?
He's only gone and sold up without telling Danny.
Look at him and all, swanning around like he couldn't care less. You know, it's us that's going to have to deal with it when the... when the excrement hits the fan type scenario. You know, when Danny boy gets back.
Who's bought it? Oi, can I have a word? Go on in. How much?
80 grand.
And what were you asking for it?
Well, a bit more than that, but still.
What were you asking?
150. But look, it's done. I never got that anyway.
So you just let it go for about half of what it's worth? Just because you want to get one over Danny before he gets back? Have you gone mental? Who's ready for another one?
Can you believe it's burning a hole in his pocket already? I'm not stopping here watching him make a fool of himself. Adam, don't get one for me. I'm going home.
You all right?
I was before I came in here.
Ooh, going somewhere?
You never know.
Frankie, this is my brother Paul. Now, he's very old and very boring, so you can ignore him if you want to. I do.
I've noticed. Nice to meet you.
Needs looking after, does he?
More than you'd think.
Why, what have you been up to now?
Oh, just bought myself a factory, you know, as you do.
Not all of it. 40%.
Yeah, Danny's got the other 60. Otherwise, they could have had that as well.
You've bought Adam's share?
Right place, right time, darling. Plus, it seemed like the next stage in a lifelong fascination with women's underwear.
You do realise that your new business partner's my ex-husband?
You what?
Right.
You are winding us up, I hope.
Well, obviously it's not an issue. Well, not for me, anyway.
You know, I've run myself ragged trying to keep this place together while they've been away. Imagine not saying.
Well, you know what Fred's like. He's probably just trying to find out how much he's worth.
Yeah, but if not, could be my job out at winter if somebody new comes in. Look what's happened at Underworld. You know, I think that Michelle's got something to do with that.
Do something then instead of flipping moaning about it.
Like what? I'm on the scrap heap as far as everybody around here is concerned. Middle-aged, no fella, soon to be unemployed.
Oh, hang on while I stop crying. Flipping heck. If Fred is selling it and you don't know whether he is, why don't you get a loan? Why don't you get it yourself if you like it that much?
Oh, yeah? And then I'll have a bank manager telling me exactly what I've just told you.
Failing that, you could always curl up and die and see how obviously it's all over, bar burying you. Ignore it.
Are you off your head or what?
I didn't know, did I?
You do realise your new business partner? Unbelievable. Even for you.
She said it's not an issue.
Oh, is that what this Danny's going to think when he gets back? What's it going to look like to him, you prat?
Why is it such a big deal?
Back off now and it won't be.
They're not married. Look, right, I'll tell him. Soon as he gets back, I'll tell him.
Well, you won't have to, when you've been her. Can you not see you're screwing this job up before you've even got the keys in your hand?
Paul, you paid the money. If you didn't think you could double it Monday morning, you'd never have touched it with a barge pole.
And if I'd known you were going to cock it up from the off, I'd have never gone in there in the first place.
And I've told you I didn't know. Besides, I'm 32, not 12.
Yeah, except between your ears. No, I'm telling you, Liam, get rid. Oh, I'm all for you getting into knickers in a big way, so long as they're not on your future partner's ex-missus.
Right, if there's any sign it's causing bother...
Oh, it's causing bother.
I'll get over yourself, will you? It's not like I'm going behind anyone's back. OK, factory-wise, Fair enough, he owns 60%. Frankie, no claim whatsoever.
Are you telling her it's off or what?
Why should I? Danny might be a sound fella and he's completely cool with it for all you know. On the other hand, he might be a total pillock, in which case, tough.
You're supposed to be happy.
I still can't get my head round it.
You will. Everything's changed. Your boyfriend's loaded for a start.
Well, I like that bit. It's the everything's changed I'm not sure about.
So, you're just going to swap your Cockney white boy for a northern version, are you?
Maybe I just need to get back on free underwear.
Hey, there's a lot to be said for that.
Look, I've hardly had a drink with a fella yet.
Well, from what I can see, him and Danny sue each other down to the ground, all mouth, both of them.
Does it not occur to you that in a roundabout way you might just be insulting me?
Just baffles me, that's all.
I'll give him a chance. He's still sobering up.
I'd be better off drunk with all this going on.
I won't tell you again. Good. It'll save me ignoring you, which will be very rude. Excuse me. Is my genius on the dartboard wasted, or are we off somewhere a bit more special?
Than here? Sure, that's possible.
I doubt it, but there's no harm in giving it a go, eh?
Him and Danny are going to get on like an house on fire.